Hi dear friends, how are you? I hope that everyone is doing great. Now in this video we're going to talk about the most important programming language, and that is Java programming language. And in this video we will just talk about the concepts, the basic concepts of Java. So if you are already familiar with Java programming, then you should stop watching this video because this is not for you. It's only for those who are beginners, because who are new to Java programming language. So this video will only cover the most important and basic concepts of it. So this will be our lecture number 1. So let's move on. So it's about me. My name is Israr Ahmed, student of BS Computer Science at Shah Abdul Latif University campus, South. So the outline of today's video is what is Java, why learn Java, installing basic applications for Java development or programming, your first programming Java, basic structure of Java programming. So what is Java? Java is object-oriented programming language. It was developed by James Gosling. Now, Sun Microsystem was a research center where James developed the programming language. It was released in 1995 and it's currently one of the most popular programming languages in use. Now, why it's popular we'll discuss in next slide. So like all modern programming languages, when we write the code in Java, the code in Java resembles English language because we use English letters to write our program in Java. But we can understand the language of English because we write the code, we can understand it, we can read it. But unfortunately, computers are unable to understand it because computers cannot understand the code that you wrote on the computer. So there is a process which is known as compilation process. Now, with the help of compilation, with the help of compiler, we convert the source code into machine code. So what is source code? What is machine code? We'll discuss it in next slide. So let's say this is our source code, okay, that we have written in Java language. So we have a special software for Java programming, and which is the compiler. So the compiler will convert it into source code, but in this case the compiler does not convert the Java code into source code. Instead, it converts it into a bytecode. Now, what is bytecode? Now, it is platform independent. What does it mean? Now, it means that when I write my Java program in Windows, it is easy for it to run on Linux or Mac, because it means that it is independent of the environment of operating system, because the code that we wrote in Java, the compiler will convert it into bytecode and then it will be converted to machine code. But this code is platform independent. It can be executed in any operating system, be it Linux or any other operating system. Okay, so why you should learn Java? Well, there would be many reasons why you should learn Java according to you, but the most common reasons that the students are attracted, because as we discussed, that Java is currently one of the most popular programming language in use. Now, the reason of the popularity is because about 3 billion devices run Java. In addition to it, Android apps are also developed using Java. Android is the most commonly used operating system in mobile devices. So because 80% of the devices in the market, or you can say in the globe, they are powered by Android. So when we start developing applications for Android, we need to learn Java. So that's the reason of its popularity. And reason number 2 is that because if you are C and C++ learner, then the syntax of the Java would resemble C and C++. So we'll write our first program in Java, so you would recall that this is same as we used to write the code in C and C++. And next, most important is that Java is object-oriented programming language. Now, object-oriented programming language means that the program is divided into object and classes. Now, because when we write a huge program, when we write a very large program, then the program must be stable. It must do the job what we have write it for. So in order to do that, in order to avoid making mistakes, we have to divide the large program into objects. And these objects will interact. They will easily interact with each other, and they will perform a specific task without making errors. So we will discuss more in details about object-oriented programming in next lectures. Okay, so I hope that you're convinced about Java. So I hope that you're convinced that Java is a great language to learn. So if you're convinced, let's move on. And if you aren't, then you must take a time to just think that, to just read about the applications of Java on internet. Okay, so I will tell you how you can install the basic applications for Java development. So you have to install two applications actually. So the first one would be the compiler, or you can say the Java development kit, which is JDK, and then you need an IDE for developing, or you can say for writing huge instructions or codes. You have to open your browser and search install Java JDK. Okay, so you have to click this website, and then you have to click download JDK. You have to click here. So just scroll down, and if you are a Windows user, you have to just click Windows X 64-bit installer, and if you are Linux or another operating system, you can just click the preferred, but I'm just using Windows, so I will just download it for Windows. So I will just click download. So you can see that the Java JDK is downloading. So because I've already downloaded it, so I don't need to install it again, so I'll just cancel it. Okay, so you have to install IntelliJ IDEA on Windows. Select the second page, and then you will be on the download page. So you have two options, either to download the ultimate version or the community version. But the ultimate version would be 30 days free trial, but we are just using the community version here. So just click the community version, and you just wait for a few seconds, and it will start downloading the apps. So you can see that it's downloading, but I don't need it, so I'll cancel it because I already installed it. Okay, so your first program in Java. So because our program in Java starts from the package. What is package? A package is simply a grouping of related classes and interfaces. Now, because when we write a package name, we have to include the classes in it. We have to include the interfaces in it. You have your access modifier, which is the public, and you have the class, and you have the class name, and then you have public static void main strings. Let's start our first program in Java. So for that you have to open IntelliJ. So for that you have to just click the files, new file, new project, and there you have to just click next, and then you have to just select create project from template. You have to just click next. Now you have to just write the name of your project. I will just use hello world project, and I will just use com.hello world. You have to click next. You can just select new window or this window, but I will just select this window. So you can see it's our first Java program, which starts from a package, and this is the name of the package. So you have to just write the package name in this order. You have to just com.example.com. So example must be any name, and then you have a class, because we just talked about it. package consists of classes and interfaces, and here you can write your code. Let's if we want to just display hello world on the screen, so I will just write system.out print ln hello world. Okay, so we have our system.out.println hello world. So if I run this program, hello world would be displayed on the screen. So you can see that we have this hello world printed on the screen. So what is the meaning of ln here? So the ln means that we want this text to be printed on the next line. But if I just remove ln, if I just write system.out.print, and if I just so you will see the difference between print and println. So you can see we have a hello world and then hello world on the same line. So two strings are printed on the same line. So to avoid this, we can just write println here. Okay, so we can write println. So this is the main difference between print and println. So you can see here we have two different strings. We have a hello world and then hello world printed on the different lines. So if you want to get strings to be printed on two different lines, you can use println, otherwise you can use print. So I hope that you understand the basic concepts of Java in this video, and we will discuss more advanced topics in the upcoming lectures, upcoming videos.